Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you a simple story that carries a powerful truth. It begins in a quiet village at the foot of a mountain. In this village lived a young man named Arun. Arun spent his days searching for happiness. He believed happiness was like a hidden treasure, something he had to find, something waiting out there for him. He would often say, "When I have more money, I'll finally be happy." Other days, he said, "If I could just travel the world, I'd be happy." And sometimes he whispered, "Maybe one day someone will bring happiness to me." But no matter how many days passed, happiness never seemed to arrive. Arun felt empty, restless, and always waiting. One morning, tired of his constant longing, Arun climbed the mountain that overlooked the village. On the peak lived an old monk known for his wisdom. Arun bowed and asked him, "Master, I've searched everywhere for happiness, but it seems I can't find it. Where is it hiding? Please, tell me the secret." The monk smiled, poured him a cup of tea, and said gently, "Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions." Arun frowned. "But what does that mean? I've done everything, worked, saved, dreamed, and still happiness hasn't come." The monk pointed to the valley below where the villagers were busy with their daily lives. He said, "You've been waiting for happiness like a gift to be delivered. But happiness is not a gift. It is a garden. And like a garden, it grows only when you plant seeds, water them, and care for them." Arun's eyes widened. "So I must create it?" The monk nodded. "Yes, through your actions, through kindness, gratitude, purpose, and love. That is how happiness grows." The next morning, Arun decided to test this wisdom. Instead of chasing happiness, he chose small actions. He helped a neighbor carry heavy firewood. He smiled at children playing by the river. He planted flowers by the roadside where the soil was bare. And something strange happened. For the first time, Arun felt a spark inside him, not from what he received, but from what he gave. That spark grew day by day. A week later, a woman in the village thanked him for repairing her broken fence. Arun realized his heart felt lighter than it had ever had. He wasn't waiting for happiness anymore. He was creating it. Soon, other villagers joined him. They began fixing, planting, helping, and sharing together. And before long, the entire village looked different. Not because gold had fallen from the sky, not because miracles arrived, but because of the simple actions people chose every day. Arun returned to the mountain to see the monk again. He bowed deeply and said, "You were right. Happiness was never out there. It was always in here, waiting for me to act." The monk simply smiled, as if he had known all along. Now, friends, let's pause. Arun's story is not just a tale, it is a mirror. How many of us are waiting for happiness to arrive? We say, "I'll be happy when I get that job. I'll be happy when I buy that house. I'll be happy when the world finally treats me the way I want." But happiness is not a delivery package. It is not hidden in money, possessions, or even perfect circumstances. It is born from our actions. What we choose to do, how we choose to treat others, and the meaning we create in our lives. Think about it. When was the last time you helped someone without expecting anything back? When was the last time you expressed gratitude for the little things you already have? Those moments, those actions, were seeds of happiness. The Dalai Lama's words remind us, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. So if you want more joy, don't wait. Act. Smile at a stranger. Call someone you love. Use your skills to make life easier for another person. Even the smallest actions create ripples, and those ripples build into waves of fulfillment. Let me leave you with this thought. Imagine your life as a blank canvas. If you wait for happiness to paint it for you, the canvas will stay empty. But if you take up the brush, your actions, your choices, you begin to create colors, shapes, and meaning. And one day, when you step back, you'll see a masterpiece. Happiness is not waiting at the end of the road. It's created in the footsteps you take along the way. So go, plant the seeds, paint the canvas, create happiness through your own actions. Thank you.